Okay, this is a Scento Overdose. And this one right here is basically a basket of fruit. When I smell it, I pick up like the fruity notes, green apples, like mango, melons. I don't really pick up anything else, and like a little bit of freshness. And I know it's some kind of Mediterranean pine in this fragrance as one of the notes, but I don't pick that up. It's like, maybe like a minty smell with a basket of fruits. So it's very, I would say, it's more on the fruity side, like juicy fruits. A basket of juicy fruits, and it will shine really good in the summertime and the springtime. This will get you a lot of compliments, and it basically has a really good sillage, really good sillage to it. So this is a Scento Overdose by Xerjoff, and I'm not going in any particular order, just, you know, showing most of the fragrances. Well, not most, because this is not even half of them, but I'm showing 12 of the fragrances that I wore this summer. So this is 100 Silent Ways by ToshaJay. Very pretty bottle, very pretty bottle. And this is new to my collection. I did purchase more fragrances by ToshaJay, and I'm enjoying all of them. This one right here, 100 Silent Ways, I really pick up the tuberose, which is like a bubblegummy note. I pick up the iris in here, like powdery, a lot of vanilla, and then some fruity notes as well. So I don't pick up the animalic notes in here. When it dries down, it does turn into like a sweet, fruity, woody fragrance on my skin. And yeah, I've been enjoying this since I got it. You don't need much for this one. It's not overly beast mode, but you know, it is powerful. Like you can, you know, you can spray more than 3 sprays. However, I wouldn't go crazy with it because it does shine. It does have a nice sillage to it. So yeah, it's really good. But I do pick up that like subtle hints of peach, but I pick up that tuberose, like that bubblegummy fruity smell. I pick up that a lot in here in the vanilla. So yeah, 100 Silent Ways by ToshaJay. This right here is by Maison Lancome, and this is, I think it's pronounced Puetre, and this is basically a very musky, powdery amber smell. So it's clean, and you can also smell hints of rose in here too, but it's like a very clean, powdery, musky fragrance. So it says that it has spices, warm spices, but I don't get any of the spices. I get a lot of the iris in here. Very pretty bottle. And this right here to me is beast mode, because it's the iris that's in here that really is beast mode to me. It's like a lot of iris in here. So if you like powdery, fresh fragrances, like this will be a good one, like for the summer, spring and summer. That note, that powdery iris note in here, like once you get in the sun with this, it like really heats up and really shines. So that's why I don't use a lot. I probably would do 3 sprays of this, because that iris is like potent. It's really strong. So But yeah, that's what I pick up with this. I pick up the powdery, ambery, musky rose notes in this one right here. Like a very clean, musky rose fragrance with a lot of powder, with a lot of powdery touches to it. So yeah, this is Pietre. I think it's called Pietre. I think it's French, but yeah. But yeah, so yeah, this is a good one. This right here is by the House of Sillage. This is Benevolence. Very pretty bottle with the Swarovski crystals all around the bottle. It's really pretty. And this fragrance right here is very sweet. I'll say it's very sweet, not overpowering with the sweetness, but it's very sweet. It's citrusy, light touches of powder, and fruity. So I get a lot of fruity notes, a little hint of spices, like a really soft spiciness to it, but it's not overpowering where you just smell like a spice bomb. So it's like vanilla, fruity, citrusy, slightly powdery with a hint of spice. It's really good. This one reminds me of Killian's Love Don't Be Shy. They smell similar to me. This one I would say is a little heavier than Love Don't Be Shy, and it lasts longer than Love Don't Be Shy because this sillage is really good on here. Like this will last you all day. You can spray your normal spray amounts, and you can't overdo it with this because the sillage is so good on here that you can't spray too much and to be overpowering. I'll say that. So this is a really nice one to wear in the spring and summertime. But this has been one of my favorites during the summer because it just has that fruity candy appeal to it almost. Like it doesn't have, I don't think it has tuberose in here, but it kind of gives off that bubblegummy, fruity vibe with vanilla and that hint of spiciness and powdery. So it's really good. Very feminine, really, really good. Okay, I know this baby don't need any introduction. This is Maison Francis Kurkdjian Baccarat Rouge 540, and I have been loving this a lot as well. It's very ambery and woody. To me, it says it has spices, fresh spices in here, but I don't pick up on any spices. I get sugary notes. The ambroxan that's in here gives it that clean freshness. It has ambergris in here as well, and it has saffron. So to me, it's very like a sugary, sweet fragrance. You know, very sugary and sweet. And you can overspray with this. The sillage on here is really good. I've gotten a lot of compliments with this one, and also with the extrait. I also have the this is the Eau de Parfum, the EDP. I do have the extrait, and I do get a lot of compliments on the extrait as well. But this one, and I mix them together as well too. So, but yeah, this is really good. Really, you can wear this all year round. But the sun really heats this one up in the summertime, so you'll get a lot of compliments with this one as well. Okay, this right here, this is Draco by Tiziana Terenzi. Now this right here is powdery. It's not powdery as the Lancome fragrance that I previously showed, but it's like a subtle powdery vanilla sweet musky fragrance. It's very woody, so when it dries down, those wood notes come out, and it's so good. This is so good. I mixed this with another Tiziana Terenzi fragrance that I'll be talking about after this one, but it is so good. This is so good. It's good by itself, and it's good layered with the next Tiziana Terenzi fragrance that's coming up after this one. And it's just, oh, it smells so good. There are florals in here, and white florals. And usually white florals don't really do really good with my skin. It tends to be mature smelling on my skin with white florals, but this one doesn't do that. So yeah, it has white florals, but it doesn't turn like with that mature scent on my skin. It also has citrus notes, and there's a peach note in here as well. And I really can get like that pear and that peach note in here. I picked that up on my skin really well in the woody notes. So this is so good. And that powderiness to it just adds like the perfect balance with all the notes that's in here that's blended together. This is really, really good. And the bottle is really heavy. It is really pretty bottle. But yeah, but I love this. This is one of my favorite fragrances out of my collection. And I have a lot of fragrances in my collection. And this right here is one of my favorites. Love it. Love, 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 love this one. This right here is Orion or Orion. I just call it Orion by Tiziana Terenzi. I guess however you want to pronounce it. But this one is very woody. This is what I mix with Draco. And the layered combination is so good. It's so good. So this one, I pick up the woody notes, a bit of smokiness, the leather, fruity notes, and it has a freshness to it with a hint of spice. And those are the notes that I pick up on my skin, but there are like a lot of notes in this fragrance, but those are the main ones that I pick up on my skin. And when I mix it with Draco, I don't know, it just turns into something else. And it's just, I don't know, they just pair so well together. Both of these fragrances alone are good. So good by themselves. So good. But when I pair them together, I don't know. I just, one day I just sprayed the Orion on, and then I was like, let me spray something else on to just give it a little more sweetness, because this also has pineapple in it. It has pineapple and green apple in this fragrance right here, but I wanted like a little more sweetness, like something maybe with vanilla or something like that. So I mixed it with Draco, and when I mix the two together, that is the best, my best layering combo is this one, Orion and Draco together. Like that's my number one combo in my collection to date. Those two layered together. So yeah, this is really good. Okay, this here is Herba Pura, and this is by Xerjoff. This fragrance right here is also another fruity bomb. It has like fruity notes. It has like fruity notes, citrus notes. It's musky, a little powdery, and it's kind of fresh. I don't pick up on the spice that's in here, but it's like a fresh, fruity, juicy basket. That's just what it smells like to me. It is musky, so like when it dries down on your skin, well, on my skin, it does get like a little woodiness to it, and then it smells just like a juicy, watery basket of fruit, with that little freshness to it. So this is a good summer one. You can overspray with this one as well. The sillage is really good on here. It's not beast mode, but it's but you're gonna smell it. Like, it doesn't matter if you spray one spray or two spray with this right here, you're gonna be able to smell it really, really good. It lingers really, really good. The sillage is good on here as well. So this is like, to me, I would say fresh and fruity. Just like a fresh basket of watery, juicy fruits, and a nice cleanness about it. So yeah, so this is one that I've been wearing a lot. Let me see how much in here. I still got a good bit in my. It's probably about right here, because when I spray this, I sprays it. I sprays it, spray. But yeah, you can't overspray with this one, but you'll be smelling good, honey. You're gonna be smelling really, really good. So yeah, this is Herba Pura by Xerjoff. This one right here. This is Amber Fever by Mancera. And this is very woody. It also has caramel in it, amber notes, whiskey, and it's very sweet. It's musky as well with some powdery notes. So to me, when I spray this on my skin and it dries down, I get the caramel notes, I get the woody notes because it gets very woody on my skin and musky. And that whiskey, I know you may think like whiskey, a bottle of whiskey, you're not actually smelling like a glass of whiskey, but you get those touches of like whiskey. You get those notes like, you smell like a sweet, powdery caramel drink. So that's what this smells like. It smells really, really good. To me, it almost reminds you of maybe Baccarat Rouge and add some whiskey to it or some vodka. Like, that's what this smells like to me. Like Baccarat Rouge 540 with caramel and whiskey added. And if you know how Baccarat Rouge smells, you know it smells very sweet, very cotton candy, and just add like a whiskey or a vodka smell to it, a note to it. You know, and that's what this smells like to me. It's really good. I do get a lot of compliments on this one. The notes mixed together, you'll think, you know, there's a lot of notes that don't seem like those would mix well together, but this is so good. And I think it has tonka bean and hazelnut in it as well. So yeah, there's a lot of notes in here, but I'm telling you, this is a good one. They did something when they put that whiskey note in here, and it, you know, this right here, you only need maybe about 3 or 4 sprays because it is kind of on the beast mode side, but not in a bad way. Like, it won't give you like a headache if you overspray this one. It won't give you a headache, but you will light up the room. So I would say with this one, I think the most I've ever sprayed was maybe 4 at the most. But normally I would probably do 3, like 1 on the back of my neck, 1 spray on my elbow, and another spray on my elbow, because I don't ever spray under my neck or on my neck, my chest area, none of that, because first of all, fragrances have alcohol in it, and I don't want that part of my body like dry, like, you know, alcohol dries out your skin. So I don't ever spray in that area. But I also spray this one on the back of my neck and my elbows because I don't want it just lingering up in my nose. I know you can become asthmatic to fragrances where you tend to not smell it anymore, but others can smell it. But just any fragrance, I just don't like it to be so potent in my nostrils because I already have allergies and sinus issues. So, you know, I just don't encourage the aggravation with fragrances right up under my neck and on my chest. So yeah, but this is Amber Fever by Mancera, and it is really good. This is everything that I have showed thus far is unisex. I would say the Benevolence by House of Siage, that one leans more feminine, but I mean, hey, if you want to wear it, you can. If you're a guy, you can wear it if you want, but you know, to me, everything besides the Benevolence and one more that I'm going to show you. Well, I have two more left. No, three more left. But one more that I'm going to show, I would say out of all of these 12 fragrances, only two lean feminine to me, like for women only. But yeah, so this is Amber Fever by Mancera. This one right here is Jardine Exclusive by Mancera. Now, if you pay attention to any of my fragrance videos, you'll notice that I love peachy, fruity fragrances. And this right here smells similar to the Xerjoff's Herba Pura, the fragrance in the velvety blue bottle that I showed earlier in the video. This one is similar with the fruity, powdery, musky, fresh vanilla notes in here. So like, to me, they smell exactly alike. I know there's subtle differences between the two, but to me, they smell like a basket of juicy fruits with powdery notes, a little freshness to them, and sweetness, with standing out like green apple and peach notes standing out to me in both of those fragrances. So this is really good. I really like it, as you can tell. And I do get a lot of compliments on this fragrance. So a lot of my compliments that I get on these fragrances is just the fragrances, for one, are so good. But I mean, they just shine in the summertime really, really good. So it's a compliment getter. You know, so and a lot of the fragrances that I like may have like a fresh fruitiness to them, but I like other notes as well. But this is just like the summer edition of the fragrances, that my end of summer video about the fragrances that I've been enjoying this summer. So yeah, this is a good one, and it's Jardine Exclusive by Mancera and Compliment Getter. Mancera does fragrances really well, and if you want to dibble dabble in niche fragrances for a good price, a very good price, it's on the lower end as far as price wise, but the fragrances, they are like top tier fragrances. So yeah, they're more affordable, on the more affordable side as far as high-end niche fragrances. So if you want to start you know, sampling niche fragrances, I would say start with Mancera line, because it's really, really good. They have really, really, really good fragrances. Okay, this right here is another House of Siage fragrance, and this is Wonder Woman, the 1984 edition. So this one right here, there is some fresh touches, but ultimately it's sweet, fruity, powdery, and like it has a very musky tone to it. Like, it's very musky to me, very musky on my skin. So it's very deep smelling. When I spray it on, I get the musk on my skin, the fruity notes, powdery notes on my skin, and it does have like a citrus vibe to it as well. So I think there's raspberry, and I don't know if the citrus is lemon or oranges, mandarin oranges, but I know it's the citrus notes in here. And also pink pepper, which gives it like a hint of spiciness, but the spicy does not take over. To me, you get like a tarty a tarty, fruity smell. Like after it dries down on my skin, that's what I get. Like a fruity, powdery, tarty smell, and it smells really good. So it's not like a sour smell. It's like just like you can smell tardiness, like that citrus punch to it. So, and this is really good. I love it, love it, love it, love it. So I've used quite a bit of this, but I already have a backup. So, but it's the one that came out in 2023. So every time Wonder Woman has like a new release of a movie, House of Siage does like you know, a dedicated cupcake to Wonder Woman. So this is the 1984 edition, and it smells really, really good. Now this one you can overspray because it's very subtle. It's not beast mode. It has a nice lingering sillage, but for the most part, you will have to overspray this. You have to overspray because it's very not extremely soft, but it's a very soft, powdery, fruity, tarty smell, like a sweet tart. Like a sweet tart candy. So you can overspray this with no problem, and you just smell good. You just smell like a bag of candy, powdery candy. But yeah, this is Wonder Woman by House of Siage. My last fragrance is by Maison Lancome, and the bottles are just so pretty, just exquisite, just, you know, you get your money's worth with the bottle, with the packaging, just so nice. And also with the fragrance. So the fragrance, this is Iris Draghi, and this one is very, very powdery, hence the name Iris. Iris is a note that is very powdery, like extremely powdery. So if you like clean, powdery, like that sweet, musky, woody, violet smell, this right here is like fresh out of the shower. Like fresh out of the shower, not baby powder, but sweet, musky powder. Like a sweetness that's musky with a heavy dose of powder. And violets, like it has the violet flower in here as a note as well. And it smells so good. So this is like freshly clean out of the shower. It has sugar in it as well because it's really sweet and powdery, but the powder takes over, honey. Like if you don't want to, it's very cloying as well. So this one, I would say 2 sprays tops in the summertime, because once it heats up, the powder will just drive you insane. You know, if because it gets kind of like heady. It doesn't have white florals in it or anything, but the notes combined together would make you think that this is a white floral because of the iris. So the iris is like very heavy. So, you know, you basically spraying on powder, powder with musky touches, violet touches, sweetness from the sugar, and freshness, that clean freshness. So yeah, and when it dries down, it does get like very woody on your skin. It has woody notes in here as well, so it gets very woody. So just think of a very deep, overpowering powder smell with violets, sugar, and musk. So yeah, it's very clean, fresh out the shower. Like if you just want to grab something real quick because you just want that clean, fresh white t-shirt kind of feel from a fragrance, this is it right here. This is it. It smells so good. Very good. This is a very good one, but you just have to be careful with overspraying it, because it gets heady and cloying because of that iris. But yeah, this is Maison Lancome, and this is Iris Draghi. It's the end of this video, and I hope you all enjoyed the video for my end of summer fragrances, and I will see you all in the next one.